Nice to meet you. We're GLEAM TV Global. Today's item to be analyzed is Apple Incorporated on NASDAQ in the United States. We use the translator voice to analyze the overseas stock. Please excuse me for your inconvenience. Subscribe and good. Set up a notification. It's a big help to GLEAM Club. Then let's get started. Apple is the Apple of the iPhone, iPad and Mac. Please note that the analysis from now on is made only by chart analysis. The chart is like a history of stock price movements. You can hide what it looks like and what it looks like, just like the volume of the deal. Apple shares seem to have bounced back after falling after hitting a peak of $233.47. Two lines near the high point are the support lines. I've been struggling for a long time, but it's trickling down. The day when Apple's trend is certain to turn around is October 10th of last year in the Big Blue Note. It's almost a half split of $142, $144.5 to $143.45 below. That was the support section. My two lines represent support and resistance, so please note, after checking that section, it was successful. It is January 13th of this year that the rebound is confirmed. It's the first day of the rebound because of the big gains and more than usual trading volume. It's not the day that the rebound was successful. But as I said in a moment, it's the day when the trend shifted at once due to the big rise. When the stock price falls, it hits the bottom, and the rebound happens, there's a resistance. As you can see on the chart, it's between $174.95 and $170.26, and this is the resistance line. It's a resistance to a rebound. Can you see the signs of a fierce battle with the resistance lines on this section for a few days? And then we go up and we go back to the resistance, and then we go up again. Stock prices often come down to recheck their resistance when most of them break through the resistance line. And when it's confirmed, it's going up again. If it doesn't, then it's back in the downward path and going to the foreground. The current stock price can be seen as a little bit of a cross-up. In the big picture, the leap forward is seen as greater. The price was kept in a way that should be protected against the recent fall in early August. After checking the $199.26 to $195.29 range, we bounced back. The $200 mark is a constant movement to keep. If there's no support in the low section and you leave, there's a good chance you'll go back to check around $174 or so. So, how do we respond to that section we just checked? I'll give you two ways. The first is that no cans are formed between $199.26 and $195.29. That means if a can is formed under the support that I've suggested, it has failed to support. But it's a support that the cans hang on that section, so you can hold them. The second is the recent low of $192.58. It's the most basic way of doing it. Deviating from the low point and creating a new low point means further decline and continuous trend. Now, if Apple's stock price goes up, that's where it's going. The answer is, first I mentioned, the top shelf. The last line of resistance will be the one where support fails at the highest point. On July 31st, you can also see that the low section was touched and pushed down to form a sound rod. If you break through the low section and check your support, you will be able to expect a rise above the high point. If you're trying to schedule a purchase, you'll have to wait a few more days. You'd better take a little more time to watch than to buy up the stock quickly. If you are not good at it, you may be able to purchase it at the high point of the crossing section. We'll post additional video after a few days of movement, so we will try to pick up the buying timing. This was an analysis of Apple's current stock price movements. Was it a useful help? Since it's my first overseas stock video, I think I'm lacking a lot. Please leave a comment on what's lacking and we'll improve it. If you got the video, please tap subscribe.